Arsenal is looking to get back to winning ways versus PSV away tomorrow in the UEFA Champions League. And this is the game that obviously sums up the group stages of Arsenal. And Arsenal have gone ahead to win 4 of their previous 5, and they've already gone ahead to qualify. 12 points registered in the group stage, that is Group B of the Champions League, and Arsenal are yet obviously coming through and really get to where they are. Over the weekend, Arsenal lost to Aston Villa by 1 goal to nil, but obviously Arsenal were the better performers on the day, though they didn't obviously make their better performance count. To see to it that they obviously hit that 1 goal. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're really watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And I would love to obviously come in through and obviously appreciate everyone who's been part of this channel, and thank you for obviously giving us the love and support, you know, that you really give this channel throughout the year. And we know the Lord God is going to take us far, and that He's taking us places as far as this channel is really concerned. We want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and I know we are gonna hit it. We are gonna hit that milestone here onto the Rokani Media Football. Champions League football is back, while PSV, that is hosting Arsenal tomorrow, beat Herenveen by 2 goals to nil. That is it. So they come into this game of football, that is PSV, with loads and loads of hypes coming in through to obviously take on Arsenal as they deserve to be. But for Arsenal, all they need is to sit it as they rest players. That is it. Rest players. Even if you lose to PSV, they won't. Go ahead and obviously go on top of your Premier League table, because when you look at when you look at the group stage, when you look at the group standings of Group B, Arsenal is having 12 points, PSV is having 8. That means even if PSV goes ahead to obviously beat Arsenal, Arsenal will be having 12 points and PSV will having 11. And PSV only need a draw. So we might not see a lot of commitment coming in from both teams, because all PSV needs is a draw to see it that they obviously qualify to the next round of the Champions League, and that will mean a lot of money coming to their side. But as we get into this beautiful game of football, PSV is really having some issues that we need obviously to address. When you look at PSV, they are having Lozano. He's going to serve a punishment. That is it. He was booked for the 3rd time in a group stage against Sevilla, so he's receiving treatment for his hip injury. That is it. So Noah Lang is having a discomfort, you know, but he might show up. Bella Kochap is having a shoulder, and Jordan Teasy is having a concussion. You know, those are the players that are really out. But Luke de Jong will be expected to act as a focal point into that game. For Arsenal, Takahiro Tomiyasu, Emile Smith-Rowe, Julian Timber, Thomas Partey, Fabio Vieira, all those are out. And I've also seen a story running that even Bukayo Saka and Martinelli have not taken part into the training session, meaning that Mikel Arteta is not even willing to fly them to the side of PSV. That is it, meaning that they might line up without them. So it shows you that for Arteta, he's obviously going to make drastic changes, and few players that have been starting the previous games of Arsenal in the Champions League are obviously going to make it into this match, you know. And let's get into the predicted starting 11 of Arsenal that I believe is going to be totally changed here onto the Rokani Media Football. The system that Arteta really uses, it's a 4-3-3 system. That's the system that Mikel Arteta has always gone ahead to obviously use on every day. Now, who is starting in goal? With David Raya being the first choice, I think Arteta has a chance to really make Aaron Ramsdale feel like how the Champions League test is, because he's the goalkeeper that really took Arsenal to the Champions League, and he has not gone ahead to be given a chance to obviously do the needful and coming through and obviously take it to where it deserves to be. And we really expect that David Raya is going to be dropped and Aaron Ramsdale is getting back in between the stitches, because this is a game that you have to give him because you have nothing to lose. And if at all I see David Raya in between the stitches, then Arteta will be really unfair. But this is a game where Aaron Ramsdale is expected to start in between the stitches of Arsenal. Right back, this guy, Cedric Soares. I've not him start any game of Arsenal, but it has come to my understanding that he's going to start into that game of Arsenal against the side of PSV. And if at all Neuerland comes in through to be available, then he'll be facing him in that ilk. Then the left back, I see Jakub Kiwior playing as the left back for Arsenal. I see Jakub Kiwior playing as the left back for Arsenal into that game of football. In there, as you see it. And I understand Zinchenko is obviously going to be given a very huge rest, because if he doesn't get this rest, there is no way he's always going to be rested, because Arsenal is playing Brighton and Liverpool in the next days. So they just need to rest these players. In the central defense, right-sided centre-back, I see Benjamin White coming in through to play into that central defense, especially on the right side. Then on the left side of the central defense, I see Gabriel Magalhaes coming in through to obviously put in a shift that everyone will talk about into that fixture. So that is the back four of Arsenal, meaning that William Saliba and Zinchenko are going to be rested. And by the way, I think this is the best game to rest to rest William Saliba, because you don't need to risk him in such games. Against Brighton and against Liverpool, he's a player that you are obviously going to need to obviously see to it that you take him to where it deserves to be. That is none other than William Saliba. So, in the central midfield, having not appeared in the game of Aston Villa like expected, I see Jorginho coming to play part into that beautiful game of football in the stadium area. And who else is going to play alongside him? It's going to be none other than Kai Havertz and El Nini. So, I see that midfield three being put up by the manager of Arsenal, that is Mikel Arteta. Then we go to the front three. On the right, as a right forward, I see Leandro Trossard coming in through to be played as a right forward, because Bukayo Saka needs a rest to see to it that he spent some 7 days this time around without playing any game for Arsenal. Even Gabriel Martinelli needs a rest, though he obviously needed such a game to obviously get into play. But I see Reiss Nelson starting as the left forward of Arsenal. Then, guess who is going to lead the line? I see him as Edin Nketiah. That is it. And everything that is going to go down there is obviously going to be very, very massive and very important for any of those sides that are going to hate to come in through and obviously put in a shift. So that is my predicted starting 11 of Arsenal as they take on PSV. And if changes are going to be made, I really think that he might go with the back three, play with like a 3-4-3. He plays with the back three of Jakub Kiwior, Ben White, and Gabriel Magalhaes. Then he plays a midfield of 4. He adds Cedric Soares to the midfield. Then the other 3 really lead the line. Or Sago Jr. might come in through obviously to play as a right forward. Then Trossard might be dropped into the midfield to play alongside Jorginho, El Nini, and Jorginho and El Nini. You know, all that can happen, and he can obviously come in through and obviously put in that well required shift in there for you for the club of Arsenal. But all in all, they have nothing to go for. You just have to rest your players and see to it that they obviously get a rest of 7 days as they prepare for the game of Brighton. Then after playing Brighton, there will be another 7 days to rest as they prepare to play against Liverpool. So that's what Arsenal really needs. And if at all Arsenal really goes ahead to win all those games, then this rest will be really given a very good go, and everything will be really appreciated in that ilk. So that is what I had as the pre-starting 11, but I see Arsenal drawing this game. I see an Arsenal draw written all over this game because they have nothing to lose, and PSV will be looking for a win or a draw. And if the game will be going towards a draw, I don't see PSV fighting hard. You know, I don't see them fighting hard like to secure a win. But I think they're going to come in through, play the front foot, and they're going to ask Arsenal very many questions. But I don't see answers coming in from Arsenal, you know. All what Arteta is going to do is, let me give these other fringe players a chance to play part in the Champions League. It may be the young stars from the academy will make it to the bench. And I would love to see the traveling squad of Arsenal to PSV, because it's going to be really shocking. And he is not obviously going to really put in lots and lots of experienced players to obviously play into this beautiful game of football. If I'm Arteta, I think I give Nwaneri a go in this game because he deserves it. And I'm shocked about his progress, because other players have gone ahead to make it to the bench of Arsenal this season, but Nwaneri has not gone ahead to make it. Even the Carabao Cup, I never saw him make it to the bench. Yet the Shaw, Dobry have gone ahead obviously do the needful. So your thoughts onto my prediction are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Arsenal, and my probable starting 11? Who do you start? Who do you take out? That's what I'm calling in for here, and I sign out for now. See you later, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I'm going to return maybe with the pre-match presser of Mikel Arteta, as he tells us about the injuries and all why Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli are out. Bye bye.